Now let's go to the agenda of today's webinar. Both Mike and Liz, they will give you a brief introduction on the regulatory strategy in the two regions in the US and in the EU. We will talk about the pathway towards the clinical trial submissions, then the registration in both markets. As you may know that there are many expedited programs offered by both EMA and the FDA. We will give you some introduction on the different programs offered by the two agencies.
When we talk about the pharmaceutical development strategy, we look to the very end of the drug development process first. And if we are able to articulate what our end product is to global health authorities and understand what our end goal is, the global health authorities have an easier buy-in to our development strategy.
You can see that there were obviously numerous opportunities to meet with health authorities. And it is really crucial to engage early on with them and to consider them as a real partner all along the development.
So some key considerations as we focus on these clinical trial applications and investigational new drug applications. From a legal perspective in the US, any foreign firms outside of the US either must have a US agent or a US-based entity in order to submit the IND to interact with the FDA. So some of the keys to success with the CTA IND process is to review your target product profile. And we haven't talked about this document in any detail, but this is what we mentioned at the beginning of the talk, to develop your program thinking about what the end product should look like. So a target product profile is not necessarily submitted to a health authority, although in some cases we have submitted it, but it outlines the indication, it outlines the manufacturing process and the quality and how you're going to test the quality of your therapeutic, so that the health authority understands that you have a plan in place, you have a good scientific rationale, and that you're following a working plan to get the product that you intend to develop.
So as you can see on this slide, this is a comparison between the US and Europe expedited development pathways. So during the development process in Europe, there is a single pathway available, which is a priority medicines scheme, PRIME scheme, which is the equivalent of the breakthrough designation just mentioned by Mike in the US.
In conclusion, we really wanted to highlight the integrated global approach to you today. So the key for an efficient and cost-effective drug development program is harmonization of this global approach strategy.